everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Tengu Otogi Zoushi along Kohaku's route. And this is going to be the last episode that we can film with Kohaku here, as I cannot show the ending or my channel would be in big trouble. So yeah, today's the end of our preview with him, which is really most of his route, but I'm leaving a good chunk of the ending, so it'll be worth it for people, and fair to the company. Alright, so let's jump back in. Kohaku is just watching me practice dancing at the moment, and Asahi hasn't shown up in a while. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Actually, a couple servants resigned already. If rumors spread that I was possessed by Ayakashi, it would be nothing but trouble to father's duties. I'm not possessed by them, they just hang around me. How hard I believed I was an ordinary human. Asahi-san will come again. Okay, honestly, I'm not sure how that sentence was supposed to read, so I'm just gonna let it stand at that. And I'll get the other people around me involved. So, after the festival, I'll tell father that I carry the Hiei god.
Does that mean you're coming to Otago Mountain with me?
Yes. I nodded, and Kohaku-kun's face brightened. Again, probably not a good idea. She should just disappear with them, because telling them stuff like that would make humans go and attack the mountain, even if Asahi hadn't intervened.
You had already made the choice.
He gave a sigh of relief and smiled. Did you doubt me?
I see. Until then, I'll show up now and then.
I'm counting on you.
No worries.
He punched his own chest. When the festival was over, I would tell father and Kagetoki-sama the truth.
Sumire!
I heard father's voice from down the hallway. And here it comes. There were multiple footsteps. He was with some other people. What's the matter? Oh, I'm skipping some.
So, now you involve humans. You're really some jerk.
Kohaku-kun! Kohaku-kun cancelled his spell and stepped forward in front of me.
What are you talking about?
Don't talk to me like that.
Asahi-san smiled at Kohaku as he yelled out in fury.
You, Tengu, step away from Sumire. Oh my, an Ayakashi inside the shield.
Father dropped to his knees and covered his head. Don't be such a coward, Dad! Don't be tricked, Father! Kagetoki-sama! I stood beside Kohaku and yelled out. Kohaku-kun saved me from the fox, Ayakashi.
She is tricked. What a shame. I must save her from the Tengu. He's right. Hang on, we'll save you.
Kagetoki-sama took out a talisman. No, it's not! Stop it!
Hey, you can't even tell an Ayakashi from a human, and you call yourself a Myoji. That guy standing next to you is a fox.
Kohaku-kun pointed at Asahi-san.
How dare you insult me?
Kohaku-kun gave a deep sigh at Kagetoki-sama's red face and looked at me.
Is your fiancé an idiot?
He's just not very good on Yoji, that's all. I don't think so. I made a bitter face, not knowing what to say.
He's being controlled by the fox. I have to break the spell.
What's wrong? Kohaku-kun's expression suddenly changed. He looked up at the ceiling, frowning.
I sense humans in Otago Mountain.
He muttered and glared at Asahi-san.
What did you do?
What have I done? I just dispatched Onmyoji monks and Jingi-kan to Kurama.
Oh no! You mean Otago, not Kurama, I think. I covered my mouth with both hands.
If we hunt the Tengu, the city will be in peace.
I don't think Chitose will lose against humans, but he's outnumbered.
Kohaku-kun bit his fingernail and growled.
I'm going back to Otago.
Kohaku-kun took a deep breath and revealed his wings. I'll go with you! I took his hand to go with him.
What are you saying? Don't go, Sumire.
Their voices stabbed my heart.
You won't make it to stop the Tengu hunt now.
What makes you so sure?
Sumire-san, are you sure? Your father will be so sad.
I didn't want to see his sad face, but I'm sorry, Father. I'm going with him. I grasped his hand stronger.
Are you sure?
I smiled at Kohaku-kun's wide-open eyes. I want to be your help.
Alright, let's go.
Not that easy.
Asahi-san created balls of blue fire.
Don't stop me.
Kohaku-kun shoved his right arm to create balls of flame and threw them at Asahi-san's fire. Whoa! Explosions spread inside the room, and I covered my head and closed my eyes.
Now!
Kohaku-kun pulled my arm out on the duckboard and spread his wings.
Don't go, Sumire!
I'm sorry, father. I looked down and apologized and held Kohaku-kun's body tight. We floated in the air, and the mansion became smaller and smaller.
Was it really okay?
I nodded to his worried face. I made my choice.
You won't be able to dance in the festival you so longed for.
We haven't so far. I know. I grasped my hands. But I want to stay with you.
Sumire,
Kohaku-kun blushed and stared at my face.
I want to hold you real tight, but now we have to hurry to Otago Mountain.
Right.
It's gonna be a rough flight, so hang on.
Kohaku-kun sped up in the air. Off we go! Into the wild blue yonder. After reaching Otago Mountain, we first headed to the Great Pine.
Chitose!
He didn't seem to be anywhere around.
He's there.
I looked at where Kohaku-kun was looking. Chitose was in the air. He was waving his staff, dropping lightning bolts at the people below.
Is he insane? Taking on all those humans by himself?
What about the Crow Tengu? It's suicide, even for him! I saw from the air that many people were here on the mountain. As strong as Chitose-san was, he was apparently outnumbered. Where's Yamabuki? Didn't he come to help? He might be fighting alone, so as not to increase casualties.
It's too much.
They're just enchanted by Asahi-san's spell. Can't we break it?
Not with my powers. Maybe Chitose can, but...
Kohaku-kun stared at Chitose-san's back.
He's too busy fighting back. You have to give up.
Meaningless blood of humans and Tengu will spill. It will be just as Asahi-san wanted.
Humans are not fond of Ayakashi in the first place.
Kohaku-kun grasped his fist and looked down.
Just like 16 years ago, humans outnumbered former Hiei Tengu and took over Hiei Mountain.
I took his hand, looking at his shoulders trembling. It's not like that now. You have Chitose-san and me.
Sumire.
You're not alone.
Right. First, we have to do something about this.
We looked up at Chitose-san hand in hand. White pillars of light emerged from the ground, but Chitose-san repelled them with an invisible shield. A great thunder sounded from nowhere. No!
Damn humans!
Kohaku-kun muttered with a voice of deep hatred. People's shouts could be heard from here. Next, a lightning bolt struck Earth, and people's screams were heard. Thunder, explosions, screams of human and Crow Tengu. It didn't end for a long time. Casualties are spreading.
Sumire, watch out!
What? I turned around to see an arrow flying at me inches away. I'm going to be hit. I couldn't understand what happened. The arrow penetrated Kohaku's wing as he held my body tight. The arrowhead scratched my cheek. Kohaku-kun? The pain made me regain consciousness. I put my arm around Kohaku-kun's back as he leaned over and shivered. This blood? I touched his wet back, and my hand hit something. Wasn't it just one? An arrow was stabbing Kohaku-kun's back.
Are you okay? Goddess, you weren't hurt?
Kohaku-kun spilled blood from his mouth and collapsed. No! I held his strengthless body and screamed.
There's someone on the great pine tree. Kill it!
An army of humans rushed toward us from within the woods. They all held bows and arrows. Man, this situation is not looking good.
Hide inside the tree. I'll distract them.
Kohaku-kun turned his body, panting with each word. As I thought, an arrow stuck in his back. Blood spread around it. Let's run together!
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
Kohaku-kun glanced back and gave me a slight smile.
I have to show you that I'm cool.
Oh, kids. Kohaku-kun held his leaf fan up. I know that you're cool. I shook my head, and Kohaku made a shy smile.
Thanks.
Arrows were shot to disturb our conversation, but Kohaku blew all of them away.
Ow, there seems to be a couple strong guys.
There was a talisman wrapped around the arrows that Kohaku-kun repelled. Stop it! I screamed down at the people below. If humans didn't invade Tengu territory, there would be no need for a Tengu hunt. You could survive together.
Shut up! You Ayakashi bring chaos!
Many arrows shot towards me.
I'm not letting you kill her.
Kohaku-san waved his fan to create a great wind. A few arrows were blown away, but a few still flew toward me.
No!
Just an inch before my eyes, the arrows changed into ashes. Chitose-san to the rescue.
You lack concentration, Kohaku.
Chitose-san! He landed in front of me.
At times like this, use your power with strong will to kill your enemy.
It's my fault because I didn't want him to kill people. He flung his staff and a thunderbolt hit the ground. People screamed from below, and I saw dead bodies burned black. Yikes! I made a small scream and covered my mouth.
They're just controlled by the fox. You don't have to kill them.
That was what I thought at the beginning.
A chilly air surrounded us as Chitose-san answered with a smile.
On your way here, you must have seen many dead bodies of our kin.
Yes.
I did, but this is all the same as humans.
You're a kind boy.
Chitose-san narrowed his eyes and glanced at us.
Poor boy, your wings hurt.
Chitose-san noticed the arrow in Kohaku-kun's wing.
I'm alright.
You look pale.
There's an arrow in his back. We have to treat his wound fast.
I see.
Chitose-san looked down at the people below with a smile. His smile made me shiver. Oh, he's scary in this route. Chitose-san tapped his staff. An earthquake spread from the pine tree.
Stop, Chitose!
Kohaku-kun's face went all pale, and he stood in front of Chitose-san and spread his arms. Wow, I always thought Kohaku-kun would be the least sympathetic with humans. He's surprising me.
Kohaku, step aside.
Are you going to kill every human here?
What? A gold light was surrounding Chitose-san like a mist.
They invaded Otago Mountain, killed my kin, and hurt my family.
His voice echoed and froze the air. His blonde hair wavered in the wind.
They shall be punished by death.
His yell aroused a storm. Yikes!
Sumire!
Kohaku-san held my body from being blown away. Is he really going to kill everyone?
Yeah, he released his powers.
Stop, Chitose-san! They're just controlled by Asahi-san!
No use. Chitose won't hear our voices now.
The aura of rage was too strong. I couldn't even get close. As we talked, Chitose-san's spells burned the people.
16 years ago, Chitose-san burned the city with a squall of flame as to avenge Hiei Mountain.
Kohaku-kun made a difficult face.
Do you want me to burn your city again? This time I'll turn everything to ashes.
Cruel words came from Chitose-san's mouth. Chitose-san, it's enough! Chitose-san kept unleashing his powers as if he couldn't hear me.
Aim for that Tengu!
Aim for the one with the girl.
The people noticed us floating in the air. The Onmyoji all formed symbols with their fingers, and balls of light flew at us all at once.
Damn!
Kohaku-kun held me with his left arm and waved his fan. Powers crashed into each other, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. I grabbed onto Kohaku-kun and waited until the light disappeared.
Ah!
Kohaku-kun! I saw an Onmyoji Shiki behind Kohaku-kun's back. It looked like an ogre and it bit off Kohaku-kun's wing. No, it bit off his wing? Did they mistranslate that? Yikes!
Watch out!
Chitose-san noticed us falling upside down and waved his staff. A wind came from below and we landed softly on the ground. Kohaku-kun, hang on! I reached out to his torn wing and tapped his shaking body.
You damn humans!
Chitose-san's roar echoed, and a brilliant white light covered the mountain. People screamed, and all that was left was a mountain of ashes. The ashes were blown away by the wind.
Kohaku!
Chitose-san landed on the ground, breathing roughly with his shoulders.
Ugh.
Kohaku-kun was spitting out great amounts of blood. The blood won't stop. I tore off my kimono sleeve to put pressure on his wound, but the blood wouldn't stop. Kohaku-kun, don't die! I cried, wept, and called his name.
How can I die, leaving you alone?
A whistling sound was heard from between his words.
Don't cry. You crybaby.
Kohaku-kun twitched his face into a smile, but soon curled up and started coughing. Chitose-san, can't you do something? He's going to die.
His wing is severely injured. It's too late.
I startled at what he said in a low voice. That can't be! No! No! His body was losing heat by the minute. Was it all I could do to just watch him die? No, you have a god in you. You can do it.
Am I going to die like this?
Kohaku-kun mumbled, staring at the sky.
I promise that I will protect you, but...
He raised his hand slowly. I held it and looked into his face. No, you did save me. You just did.
I love you.
It must be painful just breathing, but he moved his lips and talked. I love you too, Kohaku-kun.
So, we're in love with each other.
When you're all good, let's live together. I pretended to smile.
Yeah, sounds nice.
He gave out a long breath and closed his eyes.
I'm sorry.
A tear leaked from his eye. Don't be. Please, stay here. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. Many phrases were in my mind but didn't come out. I had to keep talking to keep him awake. I was too hasty. The right words didn't come to mind. Tears flowed instead of words.
It's all right. Don't push yourself.
I want to save you, but
It's okay. I can reunite with my lost master.
Kohaku-kun showed a beautiful smile.
I'm a little tired. My eyes are closing by themselves.
Don't sleep! I shook his body and called out. Kohaku-kun, wake up! Kohaku-kun gave a long breath and never woke up again.
Sumire, do you love Kohaku?
Chitose-san said abruptly while I hung on to his body and cried. Yes, I really do.
So much you would live your life together with him?
Yes, I love Kohaku-kun. Chitose-san heard my words and made a gentle smile.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. There is one way you can save his life.
What is it? Chitose-san took my hand with one hand and touched his chest with the other.
If we use my divine powers and the divine aura of Hiei within you, we may make a miracle.
I really hope that doesn't mean Chitose dying. Kohaku-kun might come back to life?
It depends on the Otago god, though.
I'll do it.
Fast decision. Very good.
It's all right with me, but what will happen to you if you use your power?
I hadn't told you this, but the end of my lifespan is approaching.
What? I opened my eyes wide and stared at Chitose-san. Kohaku-kun will be sad if you're gone.
Well, there is no other way. Besides, my heir will soon be born.
I twitched my face, looking up at him, saying so casually. Can I only choose one way?
We have to save him before his soul reaches the other side. I want to save him too. Alright then, breathe together with me.
I closed my eyes and concentrated. I felt warmth in my heart, and it spread through my body. My heart pounded. Something exploded in my body. My body started convulsing and I passed out.
Take care of Kohaku and the new guardian Tengu.
In my fading vision, I thought I saw the smile of Chitose-san. Oh no, Chitose died on me. I opened my eyes to see the blue sky. I just gazed at the clouds moving for a while. Oh, Kohaku-kun! Chitose-san! I instantly sat up and looked around. Kohaku-kun was asleep next to me, but Chitose-san was nowhere to be seen. He really sacrificed his life. Kohaku-kun was that important to Chitose-san. I'll keep my promise, Chitose-san. I touched Kohaku-kun's face to see that he was warm.
So Otago Tengu is dead. Finally, there's nobody to disturb me.
A bright laughter echoed. Asahi-san!
Something's wrong. I don't feel any spiritual power from you.
Asahi-san showed himself from within the woods and frowned. I lost my divine aura in exchange for Kohaku-kun's life. How foolish. She gave up the god's power. Well, it wasn't doing me any good. It was just Ayakashi bait. Asahi-san said in a frustrated tone and frowned. It was too much for me in the first place. It seems I came all the way over here for nothing. Asahi-san said with a mad face and turned around. I have no interest in a human without power. He said so as he walked away. Does that mean he won't show up anymore? That's right. Unless he just wants to be spiteful. I turned to Kohaku-kun and smiled. There's a lot I want to talk to you about when you wake up. Good news and bad news. It'll make his eyes twirl. Huh. Alright, so there we're going to end things. I think we were on the route for the good ending, but you never really know. But yeah, this game is only $4 if you want to buy it on, the iStore or whatever it's called. I should know this by now, but I don't. Or the Google App Store. Each ticket gives like a line. You get 75 free tickets a day, so you get to read 75 lines a day. I believe that's how it worked. Yeah. Again, I really wish I could do the endings, but I can't because that's the agreement made with the company, so as not to get my channel disabled or get copyright strikes. So next episode, I will begin the route with our actual fiancé and see how that storyline goes. Hope to see you there or in some of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.